Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with my review of Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Did you know that Roger Ebert co-wrote a slasher film with Russ Meyer? Well, he did, and it's called Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. This is not a sequel to Valley of the Dolls, and there is text across the opening screen that clearly states this. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls is a 1970 film. It's a Russ Meyer production. He also co-wrote the screenplay and directed the film. And, as I already mentioned, Russ Meyer co-wrote the script with Roger Ebert. By the way, this here, as you can see, is the Criterion Collection Blu-ray release. This was a first-time watch for me, and it blew me away. Now, that's not to say this is something worthy of an Oscar. It was just so absolutely insane. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls is about three friends, Kelly, Casey, and Petronella. The three girls are part of a rock band, and Kelly's boyfriend Harris is sort of their manager. Their small town doesn't seem to appreciate their talent, so the band, along with Harris, decides to travel to Hollywood. Kelly tracks down her wealthy aunt, who welcomes her with open arms and part of her inheritance. And so begins a new lavish lifestyle for Kelly and her friends. The management and marketing of the band is taken over by a Hollywood bigwig known as Z-Man. With his high standing in Hollywood society, he is able to get the band the recognition they desire. But glamour is not all that comes with this new Hollywood lavish lifestyle. There is also sex, drugs, and even murder. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls opens with a scene straight out of a slasher movie. And then the film at one point becomes a straight-up slasher. Some might call it a proto-slasher since this was 1970, but you know how I feel about that. A slasher film is a slasher film. And this is a slasher film. Among other things, of course. The slasher portion of Beyond the Valley of the Dolls was actually based on the real-life Manson murders. And ironically, and bizarrely, some of Sharon Tate's very own wardrobe was used in this movie. She had been murdered just months prior to the shooting of the film. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls is a total time capsule of the 70s. It's filled with odd characters and strange performances. The Hollywood setting almost takes precedence above all else. It's like another character in the movie. The screenplay by Meyer and Ebert is truly, truly bizarre. I was genuinely surprised to see certain things occur in this film. The fact that Roger Ebert wrote it made it all the more insane. With this being a Russ Meyer production, and Russ Meyer being the director of the film, you can expect a lot of gratuitous nudity. The actresses in this film are incredibly beautiful, and just about all of them take their clothes off at some point. It's extremely sleazy, and I mean that as a compliment. In fact, at the time, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls received an X rating, which is now an NC-17. That was mainly due to the sex and nudity, but also because of the kills. The killer in this uses a sword to butcher the victims. There's a decapitation and a brutal stabbing, among other methods of murder. But it was the reveal of the killer that may have been the most shocking moment to me of all. If you like your slasher films with sex, drugs, rock and roll, and gorgeous naked women, then Beyond the Valley of the Dolls is for you. I still can't believe Roger Ebert wrote this thing. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.